Hey YouTube, Sandra Expeditions here. Welcome back to my channel. Check out my bunny ears that I got at Carnival in Brazil this year. Anyway, so today I want to do a video about another language that I'm learning. So I decided that I want to learn Japanese next. So this will be my fifth language because I speak English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and finally Japanese. So I wasn't planning on learning Japanese literally in December, in the middle of December, or almost middle of December of 2024. I was actually planning on studying Japanese next summer because I was really trying to hone in more on my Brazilian Portuguese. Even though I'm conversationally fluent, I still feel like I have a little bit more ways to go. And then also I have to maintain and improve Spanish and French. So I'm kind of more of a slow learner. I don't really try to study multiple languages at once. However, an opportunity came up. Well, actually, all right. So originally I was planning on going to Japan next year when this was a year ago. A year ago, because I lived in Japan actually in 2015 as a student. I was a student at Kansai Gaidai in Osaka, so I lived in Japan for 6 months, and I did study Japanese when I was there, but I decided right after I graduated that my eye is flickering. It's flickering. Sorry, not after I graduated. I decided in spring 2015, towards the end, that I would rather just focus on Spanish in the meantime before I really delve into Japanese. So I pretty much forgot all of my Japanese besides a few phrases. When I was there, I was conversational, sumimasen, o genki desu ka, oyasumi, things like that. Yeah, so for me, I was let me just focus on Spanish, because even when I was in Japan, I was meeting a lot of Spanish speakers. I went to church, and one of my closer friends, she was Peruvian, and then even at my school, my language partner majored in Spanish, and then I kept meeting Spanish Japanese speakers and stuff like that. So anyways, 10 years later, I'm finally deciding to learn Japanese again. And yeah, so okay, here's the reason why I decided to even change plans. Like I said, I wasn't going to go to Japan next year anymore, but I had a conversation with one of my friends. He's another YouTuber. Check out his channel. I'll put it somewhere, Nick's Never Ending Journey or something along that line. I was talking to him. He's also a polyglot. He speaks all the languages and some other languages. And he was telling me he's going to Japan for 3 months next year. And then I was like, oh shoot, okay. I was just oh my gosh, that's so cool. Wait a minute, it would be really cool if I came too, because I like traveling. I travel with my friends a lot, but all of my friends don't speak other languages. Well, my friends who speak Spanish, when I travel with them, at least I can get that immersive experience. But I thought this would be really cool to travel with someone who was serious, or visit someone who was serious about languages, because we will be hanging out, and we will be actively trying to speak Japanese and Japanese only. I feel like I skipped a bunch of stuff. So basically, when he told me he was doing this, I was like, oh my gosh, let me come. I want to come to Japan and, do language study as well. And funny enough, I think 2 of my other friends are going to be there, but they're not trying to speak any Japanese. So I'm going to try to get a pretty immersive experience while I'm there, and I don't have much time. I was planning on doing a big Japan trip, and this is only going to be a 10-day trip or something like that. So I know I'll be going to Japan in a few weeks or a few months. But I also plan on going to Japan again. So either the end of next year or 2026, which would make more sense, to be honest. And I will go for at least 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm really excited because I think Japanese culture is just so kawaii. And it's going to be my 10-year anniversary. So it only makes sense, And I may try to visit old friends who live there. but I'm really trying to stay in Tokyo, to be honest, the majority of the time. And I'm thinking of taking classes when I'm there. So anyways, this video is basically me discussing what I'll be doing I should have said this in the beginning. Me discussing what I'll be doing to prepare for my trip to Japan. Like I said, I have a few weeks to learn as much Japanese as I possibly can. And so I want to share with you, first I want to like try to say as much Japanese as I can. Like this is like day 0. And then I'll be making a few shorts with like my progress. So I was hoping to do like a month by month check-in, or really only like 2 months and a few weeks or something like that. So I'm going to tell you like what I plan on doing to basically learn Japanese as fast as possible. So yeah, I plan on using, I'll start right now. I plan on using a bunch of flashcards to get like the main things that I feel like people are going to ask me and things that I would say, like where's the bathroom? Where's the station? Ue, eki, eki. Like things like that. How old I am, where I'm from, where I live. America Jin desu. You know, like things like that. Like, you know, people are going to ask me, like, have you been to Japan before? I'm like, yeah, you know, I've been there like 10 years ago. I was here. You know, I went to Kansai Gaidai and da-da-da-da. I was a Ryugakusei and, you know, I was an international student. But really, I have a lot of free time the next few weeks because right now, holiday season, my company, my job is like slow right now, like during holiday season. I still have a few tasks to complete, but next week I'll be traveling. And then when I get back, because I'm only going to be traveling for a week, and then when I get back, I have 2 whole weeks, because my 2.5 weeks maybe, because my manager's manager gave everyone under him like the last like 2 weeks or beginning of January also off just because. So I have so much time to like when I come back to like study for like 2 whole weeks, just all of my languages and just reading. So yeah, I'll also be, so like I said, I'll be using flashcards with like a bunch of random vocab. I'm going to learn hiragana and katakana. I think I'll use Dr. Moku. That's what I used to use, and I can learn that like really fast. Like that's going to take like literally a few days, or maybe less. I also want to use WaniKani seriously. Like I dabbled in it with it in the past, but I never seriously like used it. I kind of never really got past the radicals thing, so I'm gonna use that. Also gonna be using Busu. I said I put 2 lessons a day, 2 or 3 lessons a day. We'll see. Duolingo, I put 3 lessons a day. Japanese Pod, I listen to like 1 episode a day. Bunpro, it sounds like a lot, y'all. I know it sounds like a lot, but Bunpro has gotten a lot of reviews on Japanese Reddit. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera. I see myself there, but yeah. Bunpro has gotten a lot of, Bunpro has gotten a lot of good reviews on Japanese Reddit, so I'm really eager to try that. I will like to accomplish or finish N5 and N4 before my trip. And also the first 20 levels of WaniKani. Yeah. Oh, and then the 2 weeks that I said I'm off, I plan on taking like Italki Japanese lessons. So only probably like 2 per week. Yeah. Yeah, I told myself I was only going to study Japanese while I was grinding this out, but I think I'll have a priority of Japanese, but it's really hard for me to just like not study like Portuguese, French, Spanish. It's just, to me, it's like the second I stop studying it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to forget it. But yeah, I already bought my ticket to Japan. I bought my ticket to Japan 2 nights ago. I am so excited. All right, so I'm gonna try to speak as much Japanese as I can. Okay. 名前 Namae wa Mimae my Namae wa Sunday Expeditions des. Ichi ni san Ichi ni san ji something roku nana hashi something. Dang. America jin desu. New York desu. O genki desu ka? Genki desu. Watashi wa Nihon ga少しわかります。私は日本語少し話します。すいません。いってらっしゃい。乾杯。私も。そうですね。少し。ちょっと。すごい? Did I say すごい? かっこいい. I remember I said that to this guy once when I was getting some ramen in Tokyo. He was cute. I was like, かっこいい. ¿Qué más? お金稼ぐ. Star. ¿Qué más? No sé. What? No. What does no? I don't know mean? Watashimasen. No. Wakarimasen. Alright. Maybe I know a little bit more words, but I could clearly I could barely really even introduce myself. Yeah, I can't even say my age. America jin desu. Like, I'm American. Yeah, like, there's not really much there. I'm sure when I start studying it again, like, at least the basics I could probably, like, pick up a little bit faster. But yeah, is there anything else? Like, yeah, so there goes, this is day 0 of Japanese. Pray for me. I am just so excited to be going to Japan. It is truly a privilege. I don't know where I'll be staying yet. I haven't really kept up with Japan, to be honest. Like, I don't really watch Japanese. I don't really watch Japanese, like, tourist videos or anything related. It was like, I kind of like checked out. Like, once I left Japan, I kind of like checked out of Japan. I didn't really keep up or, you know, really try to like before I went to Japan, I was like super hyped. But I feel like because I like been there, did it wasn't as like, I wasn't really trying to like research too much, or I didn't really have like a passion to really like learn more about the culture afterwards. But now I do, and I'm still deciding if I want to learn Japanese fluently yet, because also I will be learning another language. So this I just want to say maybe I'll just say, I really want to learn Russian. So I was supposed to learn Japanese and Russian next year. But I really want to go to Russia too if I'm learning Russian. And I know it's a Russian hood out here in New York, but what really like inspires me to learn language is knowing that at some point I'll go to the country. So I don't know if I'll be able to go to Russia for a few years, because some part of me low-key just wants to like, ooh, maybe I'll like take a risk, but I'm not really going to do that, because who knows, if something goes wrong. I've heard online that, oh, Russia's good, you know, it's safe, there's still tourists there. But if something goes wrong, nobody's coming to save me. Everyone's going to be blaming me, like, see, you know, you need to use your brain. Like, why are you going to Russia? Like, there's a whole war and da-da-da-da-da-da. So yeah, I'm still deciding how fluent I want to be in Japanese and Russian. And then I'll be learning an African language after that. That one I'll keep a secret for now. I may go to that country next year too. Yeah, but for now I'm going to try to learn as much Japanese as I can. Go to Japan and then see how I want to maintain afterwards, or if I'm just going to chill and just like either maintain, or I know for sure I want to be fluent in all the languages I have right now. But anyways, let me not make this video too long. All right. So I told you everything I'm going to use. Make sure that you are keeping up with my shorts because I think I'll try to do like every day, maybe not every day short, but like every few days short about what I'm learning. You can do 3-day shorts now. And also my TikTok, Sonder.tings. Yeah. All right. Ciao, ciao. Que tenga buen día. Muito prazer. Muito prazer. Passez un bon jour, s'il vous plaît. Et oui, on va partir. Sayonara.